Let me connect with y'all through this message right quick. Know what I'm saying? Hinduism and Buddhism are leading many souls to hell. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about Hinduism and Buddhism are leading many souls to hell. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. We already know this. You know what I'm saying? These people is worshiping all these false gods. They not worshiping the one true God. We already know this. These people ain't worshiping the one true God. They worshiping all these false gods, bro. Man, these people be having all these multiple false gods, bro. Man, these people is greedy for gods. How many false gods do you need? These people be having all type of false gods. These people be worshiping like, you know what I'm saying? Idols, false gods, believing in all types of reincarnation. These people don't believe in the one true God. You know what I'm saying? They don't even believe in the spiritual things of like heaven and hell and in Jesus and God. And man, these people believe in reincarnation. These people believing in like false gods, idols. You know what I'm saying? I done seen this Hindu woman, and the Hindu woman had all this an altar of all these false gods, man. These people be having all these giant altars, you know what I'm saying, in their homes with all these false gods and all these false idols, bro. And you gotta understand, bro, like evil spirits is connected to all these false gods and all these idols that they be worshiping, bro. Evil spirits connected to that stuff, man. A lot of people, they don't want to hear the truth, bro, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? Hinduism and Buddhism, man, they leading people to hell, bro. I'm keeping leading people to the lake of fire. A lot of people, they don't listen, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand, bro, some people, they were just born into this stuff. Born into this stuff, bro. They were just born into idol worship and pagan worship and all these sacred religions. These people was born into this stuff, man. So when they grow up, they don't even want to change. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to understand, this is how God would judge that. Depending on how old they are, if their parents just raise them up into all these false religions and all this false idol worship, if they're young and they're not able to make their own decisions, hey, if they pass away and they die and they're young, you know what I'm saying? If that, I'm just using that as an example. If they die and they're young, let's say they die as a kid and they're young and they don't even know any better for real, hey, bro, they gonna make it to heaven, bro, because they was just brainwashed by their parents. Know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing, bro. When you grow up for real, now you can't use that excuse that I'm too young, I don't know any better. You can't use that one right there. So you got to understand, God is a righteous judge. When you grow older and God shows you the truth about these false religions, now you got to make a choice to leave behind all these false religions that you was raised up into. Some people, they was just born into this stuff, man. Now you got to make a choice when you become an adult. You got to make a choice to be like, okay, I was born into this stuff, but I'm not going to stay into this stuff. A lot of people, they don't think like that. A lot of people is born into these weird religions or false idol worship. And then when they grow older, they like, oh, I was just born into this stuff. Even though you tell me the truth, I'm not going to accept it. I'm going to decline everything that you say because I was born into that stuff. You can't do that. You're an adult now, bro. You could make your own decision. You could choose to be like, you know what? I was born into these false religions of idol worship and this and that. But guess what? I'm not going to follow behind this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to choose to follow Jesus. I'm going to choose to follow the real God, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to choose to follow the true black Messiah, the true black Jesus. I'm going to follow him. And I'm going to leave all these idols and all this stuff behind. You're an adult now. You can make your own choice. Now, if God shows you the truth and you reject it, bro, you're going to end up straight in hell, bro, because you done rejected the truth, bro. Bro, these religions is worshiping all types of... Come on, bro. You know what they worshiping. How can you be so... Bro, these people, man, I'm telling you, bro. Bro, you could see right there, man. You know what I'm saying? People are blinded, bro. I'm telling you, bro. People are blinded, bro. People need the truth, bro. People need the bro, you could see. People discernment is not there no more, bro. People don't have no more discernment. How can you not see that you're worshiping false gods? How can you not see that you're worshiping idols, bro? How can you not see, bro? You know what I'm saying? People need to get their discernment stronger, bro, because come on, bro. Look at what these people worshiping, man. Come on, man. You see what it is, bro. You see what it is. These people be talking about, oh, we have peace and this and that. Man, these people have false peace. You know what I'm saying? These religions don't offer you no real peace, because we know where real peace comes from. Real peace comes from God. It comes from heaven above. So how can you have peace without God? What? These people is promoting false peace, bro. These people promoting reincarnation in Hinduism. In Hinduism, they promoting reincarnation. In Buddhism, they following all this false peace. They all messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? And let me look at my notes real quick, bro. These people have all these rituals to celebrate these gods. They have these rituals to celebrate all these false gods, bro. You know what I'm saying? Statues, idols. I mean, bruh, it's crazy. And the global population for Hinduism is about 1.7 billion people worldwide. Know what I'm saying? When I was doing the research about it, it's saying like Hinduism is about 1.7 billion people worldwide. And then Buddhism is about 500 million followers worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Bro, look at how many souls, bro, that these religions is leading to hell, bro. Look, bro. Look how many souls, bro, that these religions is leading people to hell with all these false gods, bro. Hey, they ain't the real God, bro. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, bro, these people be worshiping like demonic stuff, bro. Straight demonic stuff. You know, bro, like I say, a lot of these people, they just born into this stuff. They don't even understand that they worshiping false entities and idol gods. They don't even understand, because they were just born into this stuff, man. So that's why I'm doing this message to just open people's eyes up, who was born into this stuff leading you straight to the lake of fire, bro. I'm gonna let you know what it is, man. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat this stuff for real. These people be into yoga, meditation, and they be looking for spiritual answers from all these false gods and this weird practices, man. What these people on, bro? They be meditating to these false gods, doing yoga to these false gods. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man, but let me look at my notes again, bro. Like, bro, how many false gods do these people need, bro? Man, these people got like a collection. They collecting false gods like it's commodities, bro. How many false gods do they need, bro? They know it's leading them to hell. They know that. They know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? And then, what else? And then these people, bro, a lot of these people, they not going to change, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of these people, they not going to change. But that's kind of like obvious. That's kind of like with a lot of things in life. Majority of people don't change. You're going to have a few people, they're going to be like, you know what? I am headed to hell. Let me change. Let me start following these satanic religions. Let me start following these religions. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people, they be like, oh, it's not a religion. It's just like, some of them, they don't want to call it a religion, or they want to call it a religion. Irregardless, it's leading you to hell. What difference does that make? It's leading you straight to hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then these people is promoting all this fake peace, trying to promote it as though it's real peace. When we know real peace comes from God, it comes from heaven. So what peace is you promoting in Buddhism, promoting all this peace without God? Real peace comes from God. Real peace comes from heaven. What peace you promoting without God, man? And then these religions, bro, these religions be looking at Jesus talking about, oh, he was a spiritual teacher or something like that. That's it. He's not the only way to heaven. He's just like a spiritual teacher that we honor and this. Man, come on, bro. He the King of Kings, bro. What you talking about, man? Ain't no regular guy, man. Man, he's more than just a spiritual teacher, man. This the King of Kings, bro. King of Kings, bro. The way, the truth, and the life, man. Come on, man. The only way to heaven, bro. The only way to heaven, man. You know what I'm saying? You got these religions, they do not believe that Jesus is the only way to heaven. They don't believe that. What? Jesus said, I am the truth, the way, and the life. The way, the one true way to heaven, bro. Come on, bro. These people don't even believe Jesus the only way. What they on, bro? They don't even believe Jesus the only way. What these people on, man? These people don't believe that Jesus the only way. But yet they think they're going to heaven. How? How? How you going to heaven without Jesus, bro? What are you going to do? You going to sneak through Metropolis? You know what I'm saying? You going to sneak through the kaleidoscope? You know what I'm saying? These people is making negotious assumptions, man. That's all it is, man. That's all it is with these people, man. These people love ending up in hell, man. Majority of these people, man, they ain't even going to change, bro. Majority of these people, they love ending up in hell, bro. I'm trying to tell you what I'm knowing, bro. These people don't want to end up in heaven, bro. You're going to have a select few people who going to change, but majority of these people, they just going to keep holding on to the traditions of these false religions, man. Traditions leading people straight to hell, bro. All these traditions that's rooted in pagan worship and all this stuff, man. This stuff ain't even worshiping God, man. Worshiping all these false idols and false gods. And when you tell them the truth, they have a million excuses, man. Majority of them, they not going to change. There's going to be a few people that going to change for real. Talking about all types of stuff, man. As though they found some enlightenment. What enlightenment did you find, man? What enlightenment did you find? You know what I'm saying? There ain't no enlightenment you found. You know what I'm saying? You found some enlightenment in false gods? You might find some ligaments, but ligaments? Nah, it ain't found that, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But look, though. Yeah, man, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say. For the people out there who is stuck in Hinduism and Buddhism, leave that stuff behind, man. It's time, bro. It's time to leave that stuff behind before you end up in hell. Only you could fight for your soul. Know what I'm saying? I can't fight for your soul. You fight for your soul, bro. I got my own soul to fight for. We all got to fight for our own soul. Once God shows us the truth, now it's time for us to fight for our own soul so we could end up in heaven, bro. Know what I'm saying? So we don't end up in hell, bro. Hey, the truth is out there, man. It's the decision is yours. The choice is yours, man. Peace.